Hi everyone. In the last class, we have seen the introduction of Bootstrap programming. So, Bootstrap is a kind of a free open source framework. With this framework, we can able to develop a website within less time. Yeah. So then we have seen the uses of the Bootstrap programming, and then we have seen what are the various new features added from version 4 to version 5 we have seen, and also how to work with this Bootstrap programming, meaning that if you would like to develop a kind of website within less time, how to install that Bootstrap. We have seen that we can do it either manual, or we can go with the CDN, or we can go with some other kind of things like npm node packet manager, like that. Then after successfully downloading the, so for example, if you are going with the manual installation, we have to move for getbootstrap.com. We have to go for getbootstrap.com, and we have to download that, and we have to copy these two folders that we have seen in the previous class. If you go for the css folder like that, we will get various kind of files. After successful downloading of the corresponding file, what we have to do is we are going to write one HTML file. We are going to write one HTML file. Right? The purpose of this HTML file is to create a kind of website. What is our requirement here? We would like to develop this website within less time. So for that, what we have to use? We have to use a Bootstrap. We have to use a Bootstrap. For that Bootstrap, I have already installed in my system. I installed my system with the help of manual approach. Then at the time, what you have to do? You have to make link these two, link these two. Then at the time we are going to use the link tag to make combine these two. Yes. It up to the code also. Yeah. So link relation equal style sheet, type equal text or css, href equal to in css folder, bootstrap.css file is there that I need to link with this file. Yeah, this is the one way. This way we call it as manual approach. Manual approach. And what about another one? Manual approach. Manual approach. Main bootstrap. Manual approach, main bootstrap. What about the another one? We can go for the manual approach. Manual approach. In that, we can go for min bootstrap, minified bootstrap. What do you mean by minified bootstrap? Minified bootstrap contains less code compared to main bootstrap file. Okay, and also I have shown various kind of differences between this minified file as well as actual bootstrap file. Yeah, you can use anyone alternatively. You can use anyone alternative. For example, I'm commenting this one. I am going to uncomment this one. Yeah, fine. Uh, I think this is a kind of what? This is not the uh, manual approach min bootstrap. Sorry, manual min bootstrap. This is all. This is a CDN. This is a CDN. What kind of CDN this is? This is max CDN, and this is what kind of CDN? JS deliver CDN. So like this, see, CDNs are used by large companies, developed by large companies, and we can use any of the companies CDN. Yeah. So what about the manual approach min bootstrap CDN? I'm simply copy this one. So in the last class itself, I have shown, right? Yeah, here bootstrap dot min dot css. So it will be linked. I'm going to comment this also. What about this one? The following two are the approaches for CDN approach. CDN approach. Yeah. So for that, I can go for various kind of CDNs. Among those, one is Max CDN, another one is JS Deliver CDN. Yeah. For time being, I'm trying to work with manual approach Bootstrap. So there are the differences between the manual approach Bootstrap as well as the CDNs also. That also we have seen while working with the jQuery concept. Yes. Fine. So we have downloaded that, we have installed that, and we have linked with the corresponding our HTML file. And then we have seen a basic example also. And then we have seen the customization also. So with the help of this Bootstrap, we can able to customize. So I can open that corresponding file. I can able to modify. For example, I'm trying to search for the keyword called body. Main body. This is a body, right? So for this body, I can change the colors. I can change the colors. I can do whatever I want. For example, so and also I have introduced the class called container class division class equal to container. So what is the purpose of this container class? The purpose of this container class is whatever things that you are going to write in the HTML document that you are going to wrap with the some kind of division. That the division can be placed as like as normal thing. If you want to make some kind of styling, like if you would like to make some kind of left padding as well as right padding and make it as some kind of correct alignment, then I can go for the container class. Hi, hello, welcome to RGKT Srikakulam. Welcome to RGKT Srikakulam. To go for the execution part, if I am going to refresh, automatically it will be adjusted to this part. Left alignment is done. Okay, so fine. Similarly, we have container fluid like that. We'll have various kind of things are there. Yeah. So this is what we have seen in the previous class. Now in today's class, we will see uh, various kind of typographism, various kind of typography means guys. So if you are while working with the any kind of website, whatever the outcome that you are expecting, it should be more look and feel, right? So if you want to make some kind of style and if you want to make some kind of appearance in the output screen in a good manner, then we can go for typography, meaning that working with some kind of font effects, fonting styles, then it will comes under the concept of typography. From this point onwards, I'm trying to work with directly with the help of directly coding part. For example, guys, in HTML, we have a tag called header tags, right? H1, for example. I'm trying to take always computer science and computer science and engineering. So always, so which is meant for to define the header. If I go for refresh, yes, you will get some kind of text. Yes. If I go for writing in normal para, how it would look like? Simply like a normal para structure. Computer science and engineering. If I go for refresh, yes, it will look like this. If you would like to make my paragraph also as like as heading as size H1, then I can go for a class in Bootstrap. That class is simple, class name is H1. That's it. Then it will look like normal HTML. See, you can observe the same kind of size. Same kind of size. Yes, guys? Yeah. Fine. Similarly, you can go for, so meaning that what I'm trying to convey here is, we'll have various kind of predefined classes are there. Instead of working with headers, H1, H2, H3, H4, like that, here we'll have predefined set of classes. They are already implemented as part of their Bootstrap part, so that it will vary from one header size to another header size. So headers part. Yeah. Similarly, if you want to have a kind of custom heading, if you want to kind of custom heading, like for example, I want to make some kind of like secondary text, like for example, text hyphen muted is a kind of class which you can observe in the output. There is a difference. So it is something like a slight color variation. That is what text muted, which we call it as custom headings. For example, something like various kind of heading styles are there, right? At that time, we may use some kind of class called display one class, which you can observe somewhat difference, which is a normally. So display one class name is display one, right? Computer science engineering. So which is actually a large text. So generally, which is meant for the headings purpose only. Which is meant for heading purpose only. I'm going to take out and I'm trying to work with this. Okay. So you can observe. Uh, A minute. I will take various kind of displaying styles. So these displaying styles are from display 1 to display 4 are available. So have you observed any difference? There is no difference we observed here. So it means that uh, it is not working perfectly. I hope. So let go for the resources typography. If you go for typography in Bootstrap 5, you can observe all those text mutate. Yeah. So see, observe for headers you have to use this. So which is so display one. All these are meant for only the headers. For the headers. That is what you have to understand. Now you can observe the difference. It is a slightly erased. Again, it got the same thing. Display hyphen one. Sorry, the spelling is missed. You can observe. Ma? Yeah. So 1 minute. Let me take again paragraph. See, there is a slight difference. See, this is occupied in two lines, whereas coming to this one, this is occupied in a single line, and it is also as small as the previous line, right? So this way you can able to use these display one, display two, display three, display four classes, as well as it is up to display six. Some you can observe their actual actual document gets bootstrap.com document. It is up to the classes. Six classes are there. Yes, guys. I'm going to make it comment. Similarly, for example, we'll have various kind of inline text elements are there, which we already know. Like for example, hi, hello, welcome to RGKT Srikakulam. It is located at three locations. Right. So various kind of inline elements are there. All those inline elements, if you want, you can able to use. For example, I can go for a tag called mark tag. Bootstrap having its own styles for various kind of tag summer. Instead of so these are all various kind of HTML elements, right? Mark tag. You can observe. Yeah, you can observe in the background it has underline. It has some kind of highlighted background color. That is what we call it as a mark tag. If you want, you can go for delete tag. For example, if you want to make it strike off RGKT, then you can go for a delete tag. It is have strike. Similarly, alternative for this delete tag, there is a tag called S. This means it is not small, it is strike. Also, a strike. You can observe. Yes, for example, like if you want to go for any kind of underline, if you want to go for any kind of underlines like uh, 3, I should make an underline for 3. Then I can go for a new tag. That is what. So you can observe and underline. Similarly, bold tag, italic tag, small tag, strong tag, all these we can use them wherever you require. For example, strong, which is meant for to produce the data in the form of bold format. Locations will be produced in the form of bold format. Okay. Some kind of italic text you can able to observe. All these things you can use. For example, for example, I would like to have I would like to have a kind of paragraph, a kind of paragraph. I will copy this some text from here. Here is some kind of paragraph. I would like to make this paragraph as underline. For example, instead of displaying, I will make it in the kind of a paragraph tag. So, so for example, if you observe the output, display headings are configured. If you want to make some kind of underline for this, you can make use of underline tag. Instead of that, there is a predefined class in Bootstrap. That predefined class, which we call it as text decoration hyphen underline, is a class which is meant for to produce an underline for the corresponding data. Underline for the corresponding data. Similarly, if you want to make a strike off, then also you can make that. Text decoration strike through. It is line through. Text decoration line through. You can observe it look like kind of strike. So you can go for like delete, or you can go for yes. Instead of that, you can go for a predefined class called text decoration line through also. Okay, fine. Similarly, you can able to arrange the text. What are the text that is there? You can able to arrange the text. For example, I am making this as arrangement of text. Okay, fine. For example, there is a predefined class called uh, text hyphen left. Text hyphen left. So what does it mean? I would like to arrange this text to the left side of the web page. Is it left side? Is it arranged to the left side of the web page? Yes, of course. Arrangement of text to the left side. Arrangement of text to the left side. For example, I would like to make arrange to the right side. Then I can go for text right, text right. So you have to make it remember all this. Arrangement text to the left. I'm sorry. So what is the size of this division? This division is occupied up to here, right? Text center, text no wrap, text justify, all this. For example, you can observe. You can make it clear difference here with this example itself. What happened? It has arranged. You can go for both are arranged in the same manner, right? Both output look like same. Yeah. If you can go for this somewhere. 1 minute. Class as text right. Text left. See, observe that text is see the arrangement is only up to this side. So the it is occupied up to only this location. That is why you can observe both like arrangement to the left side as well as the right side will be in the same manner. If you go for like text to the center, text center, you can observe now the difference. Right? I hope now you can understood. So as it is occupied the entire thing, it is both left and right will be look like the same thing. If you write like text hyphen center, you can observe the difference. Both will be. Okay, text center and yeah. Similarly, for example, you are going to transform one form of text to another form, right? At the time, what we can do is, if you want to make convert paragraph, cases of text. Cases of text. For example, there is a kind of class called text uppercase. Text uppercase. What does it mean? Which is going to convert all the given text into the capital letters format. All going to convert into capital letters format. If you want to go for capitalize every word. So all these meanings already you know, ma. Capitalize every word. Then meaning that first letter of every word will be converted to capital letters. If you want to go for lowercase, you can go for lowercase. Go for lowercase. So as it is already in lowercase, I don't bother about that. Yeah. If you want, I can go for capital letters. Cases of text. Even though I have written the capital letters, it is going to display in the form of lower format. Yes. Similarly, you can able to combine these. For example, text left hyphen text lowercase. Instead of having lowercase, I can go for uppercase. All will be converted. Go for uppercase. Observe the output. All will be converted in the form of an uppercase, meaning that you can able to like combine multiple classes also, that we have already seen the concept of CSS. So whatever the classes that are given by these Bootstrap developers, you can able to combine those classes. So what do you mean by this kind of relationship? This kind of relationship we call it as child selectors, right? So this way you can able to make align our text as well as you can able to transform our text. Transform our text. Yeah. Then if you take, I'm going to make it comment to here. Yeah. I'm going to make it comment up to here. Next, if you want to make kind of abbreviations, so what is the tag for abbreviations? You can go for abbreviation tag, right? So these abbreviations, what are the things that you are going to write? Like for example, JK. I'm going to make it something like title equal to J Krishna. J Krishna. So how it is going to look like? It is going to look in the form of an underline. It's going to look in the form of an underline. Whenever I place a cursor, it is going to display some kind of data. Like what are the titles that you have written? So title is a global attribute in HTML, right? Yes. For this, there is a class called initialism. There is a class called initialism, not paunism. Initialism. So which is going to make displaying of this text in slight small manner. Slight small manner. Yeah, that is the purpose of this class initialism. Similarly, we'll have a tag called black quote tag, so which we have already seen in the HTML. So black quotes are meant for to write some content which is written from the another available resource, which is written from the available resource. For example, again I am writing hi, hello, welcome to RUKT Srikakulam. Srikakulam. That's it. So you won't observe any kind of huge difference here, but so generally which is meant for, so the difference I have shown in the HTML while explaining the concept of HTML, black code. Yeah, but the thing is you can able to observe the main difference whenever you are going to make use this combination with the help of another tags like figure tag, all this. Yeah. So if you want to make, for example, I have copied this text from some other resource. For example, I would like to make this as given by Jai Krishna. Given by Jai Krishna. Now you can observe output how it look like. It will look like this one. But I want to make it a kind of quotation, like some you if you would like to write some kind of quotations also. At the time, what you can do is you can go for uh, use some figure tag which is already explained in the uh, HTML, or else you can go for a kind of class available which is here. Yeah. For that, what I can do is I can go for a tag called figure tag. So what is the purpose of figure tag? Which is an HTML5 attribute, HTML5 tag. So I'm going to make the class as blackboard. Class as blackboard. Yeah. For this, I'm going to define the fit caption. quick caption. For this, the class has black code footer. So which is meant for to write the footer of the corresponding class. Yeah. I will go for writing by JK. You can observe the output. I have observed the difference. Don't want to write this one also. See observe by hi hello welcome to JRG Krishna column. The statement is given by J Krishna. So if you want to make this kind of thing, you can go for writing black code footer class. Footer class. Okay, na guys? Yeah, fine. Similarly, we can have various kind of list sum. Various kind of list. So or else I will go for for example, how you are going to write the list? Unordered list. List. I'm sorry. List. Closing of list. ECE. CSC. Closing of list. So for timing, I'm trying to make all copied. Yeah. You can observe in the output. Yeah, how they look like? They look like in the form of some kind of bullets. If you don't want those kind of style, then I can go for unstyled. Unstyled. So there is a predefined class called list hyphen unstyled. List hyphen unstyled. It is going to remove automatically those kind of bullet symbols prefix with the every list. So guys, for example, I'm going for writing once again one more another list in the li tag. Is it applied to this one? Observe nested list. So you have to practice in such a way like this. You can observe. No. So what does it mean? For the nested list, the list hyphen unstyled class won't apply, won't remove the symbols which are prefixed with the every list. So meaning that, so this class will be applicable for only the immediate children of the corresponding list. Immediate children of the corresponding list. Okay, na guys? Yeah. Fine. Yeah. For example, I want to make, so I have removed this one. For this one, yes, it will look like this. I want to make every list instead of displaying the form of black format. So by default every list is in black level, right? Instead of displaying the black format, I would like to make it in the inline format. So inline means it is going to take only the required amount of space, right? So at the time we have a class called list hyphen inline. List hyphen inline class. You can observe how they look like. And you have to make every class, every nested class or every class as list hyphen inline hyphen height. Which are the class you would like to make it convert into an inline format? That's all you have to use this. How they look like? Observe guys. So in order to avoid confusion, I'm removing this. So what we did, we converted the vertical list into a horizontal list. Converted a vertical list into horizontal list by using a class called list inline and list inline item for every item. Every item. Similarly, for example, you would like to define something like control plus symbols. You would like to define to the user. For example, like specific display. For example, please enter. Please type cd command for change of directory. Change of directory. We count for change of directory. But if the user will normally just read this one and you can just use the command cd command. I don't want it. I would like to have more look and feel for this cd, meaning that for specialized commands, if you would like to make the clear thing to the user, then you can able to use the kbd tag. In HTML itself I have defined kbd tag. So what is the purpose of this kbd tag? So whatever the things that you are trying to get as textual input from the keyboard that you would like to display in the form of some special format, then I can go for use the keyboard tag, KBD tag. See, observe what is the difference? It has highlighted some kind of background color with black color and some kind of button format it has displayed. Okay. Right. For example, I would like to display in the form of control plus KBD CTRL, closing of CD, or else I can go for this also in the form of KBD. Look like some kind of a more look and feel. Observe control plus like this. If you want to go for this, you can go for KBD tag also. For example, sometimes what we will do is we are trying to work with. I would like to display some kind of text paragraph. I would like to display like this. H1 heading. This is the tag for H1. I'm going to close the H1. I'm going to close the paragraph. Yes, if you observe, what happened? This is the so actually this is a paragraph. I would like to convey to the user as so the code for H1 is H1. So meaning that I would like to do the display as so how my output should be like. I would like to display my output as itself like this. This is the tag example for H1. I would like to display as like this. I would like to display this as output on my website. But if I write like this, what will happen? The parser will parse this one and it will display the corresponding structure like this heading style. I don't know like this. At that time, what we can do is we can go for an alternative one. We have a tag called code tag. Tag called code tag. There we can write anything that will not parsed by the browser. That will not parsed by the browser. Yeah. So whatever the less than symbol is there, that you can go for with the specialized things, right? So ampersand LB. So less than symbol I have written, H1 I have written, then I will go for writing greater than symbol, and I will write this is the heading tag, this is the tag for H1. Then once again I will close the H1. One minute. I am going to write this one and then H1 and then greater than symbol. Greater than symbol. Observe, as like it look like a kind of code. So this way you can able to use the code tag. Yes, guys. So similarly, we'll have various kind of colors available in here. Various kind of colors available. Yeah, let me take all those. So the color combinations we can use for everywhere. Like various kind of colors are there. These colors I can able to use for any kind of background, for any kind of text we can able to use, for any kind of symbols we can able to use, for any kind of button we can able to use, etc. Wherever it is possible you can able to use in all locations these classes, yeah. But thing is, so here the colors like one kind of color class as success. So you are going to make something prefix with this one. I will explain that later. Success, which is going to display some kind of color like green color. Info, so all having the same structure. Warning, I will show right now. You can able to understood directly. Danger, muted, secondary, dark, light. These are the some of the color combinations which are available in the Bootstrap. So these classes I can able to use for anywhere wherever it is possible. This star reference, if you want to apply some kind of color to text, I can able to use the keyword called text hyphen success. If I want to use for the background, I can able to use for bg hyphen success, bg hyphen info, bg hyphen bar button, btn hyphen success, like that. So in the coming classes I will explain one by one, ma. Right now I will try to work with text and bg, text and bg, meaning that for background colors all this you can able to understood that clearly. Don't worry, I'm going to comment once again. What happened? I will remove this one simply. Yes. Yes, guys. So various kind of colors I will show right now. For example, there is a paragraph. There is a paragraph. Again, once again, computer science and engineering. Computer science and engineering. Yeah. So it look like a normal kind of thing. Like if you observe, normal kind of thing. What I will do is I'll go for a class called. So I would like to get some kind of color. For example, I would like to get in the form of some kind of green color. So green color is the indication for the success, right? Success. So that is the reason they may given the name. So for that, so as I'm applying the success color for the text, I'm going to use for text hyphen success. So its color is automatically changed to green color. I hope you didn't observe that, but if I zoom that, you can able to observe that clearly. Yeah. Similarly, I'm going to copy this entire thing. So whatever the colors are there for all this I will like. So text success, I can go for text danger. So you can able to clearly observe that. Danger means which is what color? Red color, right? You can able to observe that in the form of a red color. Red color. Some kind of information. If you would like to pass some kind of information to the user, then it will be like in the form of text information, some kind of blue color format. Warning will be in the form of an orange color, right? Orange or somewhat like yellow color. It look like this. If you want to go for the primary color, basic color, so there is a difference between this color and this color. Something like dark color. If you want to go for, you can go for dark color. Dark means some kind of black color. Something like muted, meaning that again I have already shown that while explaining the font. So muted means it's having a some kind of light color. If you want, you can go for some kind of secondary color also. Some kind of secondary color also. You won't observe that huge difference, but while working with a lot of things, you can able to clearly understand. Majorly this part. Yeah. Similarly, the same thing if you would like to go for some kind of background. For background, if you would like to go for some modification, like what you can do. So instead of this one, I can go for background. For the same text, I can go for the background. Observe. So you will get the some kind of background. For example, I would like to make the combination. Yes, you can able to make use of the combination. For example, the text is success and my background color is should be in the form of red color. Then I can go for this one. Observe. Like this, you can able to use these colors. So wherever I can do busy. You can observe all these things, right? So okay na? So fine, this way you can able to apply. So I mean what I'm saying is so if you want to work with buttons, then I can go for in place of the star I will go for using the btn. So guys, why I am using all this class I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to work with, because in bootstrap.css itself they have given everything clearly. They have given everything clearly. See, observe kbd. KBD is it. So this KBD tag we have used it or not? This KBD tag we have used it or not? Here we have used the keyboard. Wherever I have used the KBD tag, at that time these properties will be applied. Background color as #212529 and border radius as 0.2. Something like that they are going to work with that. So whatever the code they have written, based on that, we'll get the corresponding output. So that is the reason we are trying to learn the given classes which are given by the Bootstrap developers. Fine. So I hope you understood this class clearly. Thank you.